How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Oak City Vintage Survival. As you can see, we are over at the animal field straight off the bat. I've just been checking the goats are all good and happy. Well, mostly. We did have one thing to go over quickly when we open this door up. In a previous episode, I can't remember if I showed or not, but there was a note for a disease where one of the goats had caught foot and mouth. So I started the treatment at $250 a month, but unfortunately when we woke up today, he was removed, or it was removed for low health from the foot and mouth. So unfortunately we did lose yet another goat. So we are getting low on numbers in this pen, lower than I'd like to be. So I would like to hopefully grow those numbers a little bit. Other than that, they're all good in there. They've still got some food there. They've still got water there. We'll go over these guys in a second. We come over here to the piggies. There is still, well, there should be 3 of them. There we go. There's the third one. They're just so cute. Yeah, piggies. Love me some piggies. All right, we need to get out of here. These guys, I think, are all good for food. Bottom corner, you can see 2,907 litres of food, so they've got plenty of food there, and plenty of water. Actually, that's how much water they've got, dumbass. Now, the fun one, chickens. The original capacity, yeah, was 1,000 litres, and of course that didn't work, so overnight we got almost a pallet of eggs. That's ridiculous. If we go in here, as you can see, we have got 3 metric buttloads of chickens in here now, like an obnoxious amount. If we come in here, we've got, I can't keep on top of it. We have, since we started, this many babies be born. That's a lot of babies. We have got 553 chickens in here at the moment. So what I need to do is I need to go through and sell off all of these baby roosters, because I don't need roosters in here. I need, well, just chickens. So there's a buttload of them. So I'm going to go through and do that probably a little bit later. But yeah, they've already, I did adjust the capacity of it as well, like I was trying to say, and then got sidetracked. So I went through and figured out that I had 7,000 something litres left when I destroyed the other one. I put 7,000 in it just so to save for spillage and stuff, so I figure that works out not too bad. But they have used a bit over 3,000 litres of wheat, so I'm going to need to buy more. Not today though, luckily, but yeah, we've got a lot of chickens. We're getting almost a pallet of eggs a day. That is going to be ridiculous, so need to keep on top of them. Only other thing I want to do is have a bit of a squiz through the animal dealer, because I can make a phone call and see if they've got any piggies that I like. So to put it simply, yes, there's a few over there that I want to go and have a look at. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump in the shorty. We're going to cruise over there on this lovely, I think it's hailing, on this lovely haily day. It might be snow, but it looks more like hail. Let's get over to the animal dealer and we'll have a look at these animals that they got over there for us. Oh, and the other fun thing is we've got a full pallet of milk, by the way. Well, 2 full pallets of milk. Wait, 1 full pallet of milk. And a pallet of wheat. So, finally, got a pallet to sell off from the goats and the sheeps. But let's get over to the animal dealer and we'll get us some more oinkers. Okie dokie, and we are pulling up at the animal dealer. So, let's get around here. I really should have put the roof back on this thing. The hail's starting to hit me in the back of the head, so that's not ideal. Let's pull up here and we'll see what piggies we can find. So straight off the bat, we have got this little bugger here. He's an average piggy, but that is good enough for me. Down here we have got a boar, who is a very, very high quality animal, so I'm going to grab him. We've got Amy here. That's really hilarious, and you guys aren't going to know why, but, you know, still funny for me. We'll grab that one. And down here we have got a black Berkshire. You are a high quality animal, so not too bad. Low fertility, so not ideal, but we're going to grab you anyway. And that is going to do it. So we are going to buy selected, move them into our trailer. So 4 animals coming home with us. All right, let's have a quick squiz through here. We got 2 big ones and 2 little babies. Lovely. I love me some piggies. We got some bacon seeds. Yes. Let's get them back home. Okie dokie, and we are pulling, wow, the brakes on this thing are touchy. We are pulling back up at the animal field. I can tell the piggies are excited to have some new friends. I think the goatses need to, you know, go inside and get out of the hail, because that'll be hurting your noggins. Alright, let's pull up around here. I didn't think of that being the loading area. Oh my god, I've left no space to get the animals in. I'm not going to be able to push that thing by hand, am I? It's heavy as crap. It's got a wheel on it, but I don't think I can push it. Nope. Alright, let's just jump on the Ford. Get this thing spun around. I just love how manoeuvrable these little tractors are. It's ridiculous how good of a turning circle they've got. Alright, let's just plonk this over here for now. Perfectly in the way of probably everything, but that's fine. And we will bring the Patrol over, which is probably also going to be in the way, because I'm not going to be able to turn around. Whoop. I need to start swinging a lot sooner. Just need to get this into the trigger just enough. Right, move to oh, no, we want select all, move to husbandry, move selected. Alright, let's go and have a look at our little baby bacon seeds. Where are they? Oh, they're sitting. Oh, look at her little bacon seeds. They're so cute. Oh, the big ones do a puppy sit too. You guys are adorable. I love pigs. Oh, why didn't we get pigs sooner? This is awesome. Okay, I did also have a comment that I need to put a manure pit somewhere, so I've found some. Probably won't do it today, but I'm going to put it in this corner. That way, that's part of the reason why I put the gate over there, was so that I could get in and do something like that, because it makes sense to have it in here with them. Let me know. Probably won't do it in the next 2 episodes. I might do it next week. Should I put it here, or I don't know if I've got the space to put it back here, but if you want it back here, I might be able to make it fit. So let me know. But yeah, so we need to put a manure pit in, and I think in that corner's fine. All right, what are the plans for today? We need to make some money so we can feed these damn chickens. Because, I mean, it's costing a lot just to keep them fed at the moment. I've got stuff growing, but that's still a few days away, so I need to get a few more days worth of food, I think. So let's see what we can do and see what sort of jobs are available. Alright, so bouncing back home, I'm not sure what's going on with the Chevy. It's just bouncing all over the place, so I'm not sure if there's an issue with the mod or what, but yeah, we are bouncing back up at home. I've passed some time just to try and get some more jobs to spawn. There was bugger all during the hail, so let's park this up right. We'll crash it into the plow, that works too. We'll park it right there and see what jobs are available. Okay, so I believe it's this field here that I've found a spraying job on. I think it's, oh please don't tell me it's a fertilising job. No, it's spraying, cool. Alright, and I think it's this one. Let's just double check. Field 110, lovely. So, we need to get this thing unfolded and, well, start spraying to put it nicely. So let's wait for this thing to finish unfolding. Right, and let's get it underway. Let's see if I can remember the buttons. Whoop. There we go. So we are spraying, finally. First job to try and make some money to feed the bajillion chickens that we seem to have acquired. But yeah, so a lot of people had a good amount of a laugh with what I had going on in the last couple episodes with the chickens going on strike, with the tree mysteriously cutting itself down and a certain laugh going on in the background while a square body drove away, but I didn't see any of that. Not blaming anybody for anything. Duke. But yeah, interesting that it happened. Good amount of fun. God, my brain's just not working again. I don't think it ever works anymore, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, the chickens are happy as Larry. There was some random ones show up from some place called Zelonkia. Not sure why they're here, where that is, but like a little bit of Googling says that they would have had to at least catch a plane. There's quite a few of them. Don't know what they're doing over here, but yeah, they came. They joined in with my chickens for a little bit, but I've managed to get them on their way. So hopefully they'll be home soon. Not sure how they got here or whatever, but you know, they're gone now. So hopefully, you know, return to sender. But yeah, definitely need to try and keep on top of the chickens with food. We've got plenty of pigs now. We've got, what, 7 now, I think. So that's a good spot to start. Goats and everything are coming along nicely. Seeing as we don't have to worry about jumping over the ruts and everything, we can do this a bit more normal rather than trying to make things painful for us, so that's good. But yeah, so really happy with where the animals are going. I am going to have to increase the goat field size, I think, depending on how well they go, but honestly I've been struggling with the goats more than I probably should have. I know I lost a few because I forgot to feed them or water them. That's my fault, but hey, we'll get over it. Yeah, hopefully everything's all smooth sailing from now on. I haven't done animals this intensely ever. Very rarely did I do animals. When we did, my friend was always doing cows because he likes his cows, so that's where most of my lack of expertise comes from, so that's fine. But yeah, as for the rest of the day, there's not a whole lot of jobs that have come up for availability today. There's been a couple of spraying jobs, a couple of fertilising jobs, and a couple of hoeing jobs really. I think there was a rock removal job, but not a rock picking job, so that's the wrong sort. So I can't do that one because I need to be able to break the rocks, and I don't have the equipment available to break rocks with, so that's out of the question at the moment. This is a big field though, oh my goodness. But yeah, no, I thought we'll take this one to start us off with because it's in a section of the map that we haven't seen before. Well, I haven't. Interesting little area. I honestly didn't know how to get here and I got lost the first time. Probably should have run back to the animal field and gotten the Dodge, and it would have been a lot quicker of a drive, but I thought, hey, it'll be quicker if I just drive the sprayer than go back, grab the Dodge, sort that out, get it hooked up to the trailer, get this loaded up. I'll just drive this. But no, it would have been quicker just to, yeah, do that. It's fine, we're spraying now. But yeah, random little area right in the middle of the map. It's really, really cool. That's just the edge there. So, as an example, the animal dealer's over there somewhere, I think. Oop, we want to be turning left here. But yeah, interesting little area of the map. So yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do for the rest of the day, whether we do another spraying or fertilising job or something, or if I just skip through till next month when there is maybe something a bit more interesting, or maybe something that I need to do on my farm, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure that out after this job, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit a nice little time lapse. We're going to go up and down and round and get this job all sorted. Okay, so we are coming to the end of this one. It was a little bit longer than I thought, but it was a big job, so I am happy to do it. That's fine. We may have to go back to the other side where I started on a bit of the piss. A bit on the piss, I should say, for the Australians in the audience. But yeah, so I'll probably have to go back and get a little bit over there, but that's fine. We'll get the majority of it done up here and scooch over there. Again, as I normally do with a lot of my long jobs and time lapses and stuff, been doing some research. It's big news for me and my partner, but it's not something I'm going to be mentioning right now. No, not a kid. I can tell you that much. Not a kid. Definitely not a kid. Yeah, we're going to have to go to the other end. But yeah, some interesting news will be coming hopefully in the next few months. Don't want to hype it up too much because, I mean, it's exciting for us, but probably not for a lot of people. So yeah, we'll announce it when we're ready. But yeah, been doing a bit of research into that, just figuring out how things will work. So that's all well and fun. We are just about done here, like I've been saying already. I went straight up here rather than following the outskirts because I thought it was potatoes and I was going to go bumpity bump all the way across everything. So we have got a bit of a weird angle that we've got to do up here, but we've got plenty of product still in the sprayer here, so we'll just cruise up this way just a little bit. I dare say by the time we get to the end of this run we'll probably be done, but you never know, we'll see how it goes. I haven't looked yet, but I don't imagine that we've had any more jobs come up. I might just speed time up a little bit, get a bit more time past, maybe get to 3 or 4 o'clock, and we'll see if there's any good jobs that have come up, but I don't see any more interesting ones coming up. I'd really like to do some cultivating or maybe some baling, but I know I'm in the wrong time of year for that sort of stuff, so yeah, we're just about to be finished here, so give it a second, and done. Lovely, cool. Right, let's get this thing folded up and we'll jump into the menu and we'll get paid. Right, come in here, $15,000. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so we're back at the yard. It's a long old drive in that John Deere, but I figured something out when I was dicking around in one of the menus. So you can see here I've got the standard wheel set up and they are these really little skinny ones, but I figured out there's multiple different standard type wheels. And these are the original standards, so much bigger, and they actually fill the guards out, so it doesn't look quite so silly, and I don't know why I had the other ones selected, but we are going to put the big chunky ones on there because it's free. That looks so much better. Alright, and as you can see in the top right corner, I have got a sowing contract, which is going to be sowing wheat, so I'm going to go and hook up to that lot, and I'm going to make my way down to this sowing contract, which is a while away, so it's going to be a long drive. But yeah, we're going to get our way down there and do some sowing of wheat. Might as well put the big bud to use. Okay, so we are just about at the job, and I'm not totally convinced I'm going to fit, to be totally honest, because I think the gate is too small. I think the track is almost too small. Yep, do a flip. I think it's this field. That's not really ideal. I'm going to do a quick run and see if there's another gate. Make sure that it is this field. It is. Alright, I'm going to do a quick run and just see if there's another gate that might be a bit bigger. Right, so while there is a gate that's bigger, it's all the way over there, and it's going to take me longer to drive over there and grab it, or go through that one, than it is to just disconnect and reconnect here. So I'm going to do a bit of what I'm going to call the seeder shuffle. Get these other two seeders in here lined up roughly where they need to be, and I'll bring you back. I might just time-lapse this because it could be a bit interesting to watch. Okay, so it's gotten rough as guts through the entrance to their field, but that is perfectly alright by me. Let's just drop this off as close as we can to where it's needed. Right there should be good. And we'll hook up to the front one again, and we'll do the little extendy army jobby and hopefully get these other two hooked back up without any dramas. Right, close enough apparently. Let's hook up to that one and whoop. Hook up to that one. Lovely. So it's not too big of a drama when you need to shuffle these around, but it's just, I thought I'd show you that, just, you know, because it's fun. Alright, so we've got wheat selected. We need to turn these things on and lower each of them down. Right, I'll lower down and let's hit the cruise and get this thing all seeded up just nicely for these people. So this is another really good paying job. Doing the good paying jobs at the moment because A, I can, and B, I need to pay for a lot of chicken feed apparently, because The chickens are hungry. They go through a lot of food. Doing some research, and I've got a mod apparently that I don't remember installing. I think it was from when I was playing before, that automatically sells excess animals. I think I'm going to take that one off because I think when they sell at night, it's still feeding each individual animal at night, so it's costing me a lot more in food than it should be. That's the thought anyway, so I'm going to uninstall that before I progress to the next day, which will probably be the next episode because, oh my god, I'm already at an hour and 8 minutes of recording. It's been a lot of not really doing anything, but taking up a lot of time today, so that's always fun. But yeah, we've got a lot of wheat to put in this field. We're going to make another, I think it's another 15 grand, so that's going to be good. And the next one we will have to buy more chicken food, possibly some more pig food, but we'll see how they go. Yeah, no, we've got a lot to do. This just looks so friggin' good, doesn't it? I'm so happy with this setup, guys. Like I say, got a new seeder picked out, and bugger it, haven't shown you yet, so let's have a look at it. So this is the actual seeder here. Now, it's a 9 metre seeder, so it is definitely smaller than what we're working with at the moment. I think I've got 3 seeders that are 5 metres each, so we're going to lose a lot of width. We're going to lose, well, 5 metres, a third of our width. But it's going to be a lot easier to transport. I've spent ages trying to find a bigger version of this. I did find what year they were made, and it has slipped my mind. It does fall within before 2000, 2001, somewhere around there. So that is all good. But you'll notice there's nowhere to put the seeds because we need this here to go behind it. So this is what's called a pull-between system. So the seed tank goes on the back, so it's essentially 2 trailers. This is what you fill up with all the seed. Then you've got the snuffleupagus hoses right here that feed the seed to the drill at the front. So really cool little thing. Again, case, I'm starting to think that Duke might have a thing with case. Not going to hold that against him though. I've got no problem with any brands, so that's fine. Yeah, so that's the system that I'm going to go for. As you can see, the back section is 18 grand. The middle section is 45, so we're going to need, 65 grand to get this all done and sorted, but I think it's going to be worth it in the long run. They do also make a pull-behind system, so this would go behind the seeder, but I'd prefer the pull-between personally, and please don't ask me why, I don't know. But this is the other interesting one that I found. It's a John Deere system, which is, again, 9.1 metres. It all packs up into itself, so that could also be a lot of fun. It's a little bit cheaper. What's it hold? Just under 9,000 litres of seed, so that could be a fun one as well. I might have to look into both of them, see which one I want to go with. Yeah, so now that we've had a look at that, let's get the big bud moving again. This thing is absolutely awesome and not even worried a little bit about what we're pulling at the moment, so super stoked about that. But yeah, let me know, what do you think of the seeder that we're looking at getting, or which one do you reckon? Do you reckon we go for another John Deere, or do we go heavy into the case department? I'm happy with either of them, as always, but yeah. I will have to look at the case one to see if it will, in fact, fertilise as well as seed, because I'm pretty sure the John Deere one does as well. I haven't actually tested that yet, but I will definitely get on the testing map and do that before we buy a seeder. But yeah, we've got a lot that we need to plant up. We've got quite a bit of time to do it, so not really overly fussed about the time to complete. So let's hit a nice little time lapse and we will get stuck into it. Okay, so this is going to be the last pass on this job. It's really not taken that long. I say that for every job. I am very well aware of that, but it really hasn't taken long at all. The big bud has just powered through it and done it. We are cutting it fairly close with the amount of seeds that we've got left, but that's fine. We have managed. I think one of the seeders is empty, if not two of them, but by the looks of it, they share their seed between the three of them, so that's really handy. And there we go, we are doneski, so we can lift all of these up, get them all turned off, and we are done. So let's go in and get paid for that one. There we go, $15,049. Get in my bucket. Love that. And before we go, I'm just over here with the chickens, and as you can see, the first pallet's full, the second one's getting full. What I want to do is I want to come into this menu here and scroll all the way down to the bottom. And as you can see, we have got Chungus 2.0's all grown up and is doing a great job. He's 11 months old, so what we can do now, unfortunately, Chungus, the original, it's time for you to go into retirement, my dude. You are 51 months old. It's time to go. And yeah, from there on, we are going to go and select all the rest of the roosters that are down this way and get them sold off, and we'll see what we make for all of these suckers. All right, so I have got quite a few selected. How many? 160 of them. $362. I'm going to salute the original Chungus that we've had here for such a long time. He was the OG rooster for the chickens, but he's earned his retirement. Thank you for your services, my friend. As you can see, I've kept two smaller roosters because they are really good quality animals, so I'm going to keep them around until they have grown up. They're going to be really good for us. We've got Chungus 2.0, who has 142 available chickens to have some fun with. We have 390. Oh my god. Lazy Rascal, you're at 30 months old. And Sleepy Romeo, you are also 30 months old. Yeah, this is a lot of chickens. This is going to get out of control real quickly. I can tell that right now. Coming back over here to the bacon seeds that we can see over here. You're sitting down again. You are so cute. I love the bacon seeds. They're so cute. And you are having a good old munch. All right, you guys are all pretty happy. Look at the bacon zoomies. Love it. And before we go, let's just, for the sake of it, let's just call this pig right here incredibly average. That'll show up, I think, in the next day or something. But other than that, we've got some really good quality pigs here. We have got, I think we've got one called Amy, which again is friggin' hilarious. You guys won't understand it, but I find it hilarious. And some, I mean, like I say, I lowered the expectations for the animals on these ones. I think that's the worst one there. Low fertility, I think I noticed that, but that's fine. We can get rid of you later if we need to. It'll be fine. But on that bombshell and that note, I'm going to call that episode there, guys. Thank you all so very much for watching. As usual, hints, tips, and tricks are always greatly appreciated. Until next time, be good or be good at it, and I will see you in the next one. See yas.